Hey y'all, hey, it's Tink here, and I was coming to you guys tonight. It's a little late, but I wanted to do a video. I mean, it's Saturday, and I'm not sleepy right now, but I wanted to do a video for you guys, talking about how to get used to, just wearing your dentures and talking with your dentures, and you know, s- eating with your dentures and things like that. Because I don't think that I've ever done a video really explaining or talking about, the difficulties that I dealt with, and I know that some other people may be dealing with or may have dealt with, doing their process of getting dentures. And uh, it was a subscriber that commented on one of the videos and suggested that I do this video as well. So shout out to, I want to say, Sugar Buggies. Um, Thank you for that suggestion, because even though I had difficulties, with speaking with my dentures, I did not, I realized, and thank you for pointing it out, because I didn't do a video really talking about the difficulties that I dealt with. I mean, I may have mentioned it, but I didn't really do a video going into detail about any of the difficulties that I dealt with since having my dentures. Um, it is now August, so I am 2 months away from being 2 years into my journey, period. So I'm so excited about that as well. So as always, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of my subscribers, new and old. If it was not for you guys, I probably would not be doing these videos. And I know that a lot of my videos, I do take breaks, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm a mom. I work. I'm busy. So I don't like to take forever to make videos. And like I said in my last video, I greatly apologize to you guys because I did not realize that I hadn't done a video in like 2 months. So that was like shame on me, because I usually do them every couple of weeks to a month. So again, to my subscribers, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for just supporting me, period. Because you know, I started out very, very, very shy. I mean, I'm still kind of shy, but at the same time, with dealing with this process, you get what I'm saying? You have to, at some point in time, become comfortable with who you are now. So again, thank you. If you are new to my channel, and once you did subscribe, if you don't want to miss any of the content that I put up, videos, pictures, or whatever the case may be, please, when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell and select all. That way you don't miss anything. I promise you guys that I'm going to get back into, doing my videos at least once a week. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is lined up, ducks in a row. School is about to start for my little one. I do homeschool her, so I am the teacher, so I have to get her things together. As I stated in my last video, I was also in an accident that had me down for a while, so I'm coming around feeling better. Still gotta, you get what I'm saying, do a couple of things, therapy and all of that too. And I am show you guys what I have, or what I was given. Ooh, I'm not trying to fall off my bed. Sorry, you guys, but I'm still wearing this ugly thing. I have to wear it at least until I see an orthopedic, which will be on Monday. Because I have a deltoid ligament sprain in my right ankle. Yes, my foot still hurts. When I put too much pressure down on it, if I walk on it too long, if I'm on it too often, period. So, I don't walk without it often. If I am in the bed and I'm just laying down, most of the times I'm elevating my feet or icing my foot or putting heat on it. So this is the ugly boot that I was given, because I have a deltoid ligament sprain in my right ankle from an accident. My ribs are much, much better. All of this side was hurting on me, because this side was sprained. I can take a deep breath without it hurting, period, now. So thank God for that. Because that was like the worst pain I could deal with. My sprain ankle and everything, it was the rib pain that I did not like, but I'm okay. So like I was saying, I'm gonna get back to doing my videos once a week for you guys. Please keep giving me suggestions on videos, because I'm not gonna lie, after a while I kind of, you know have to try to find things to talk about if we're talking about dentures. So you may get some videos where I may just talk about what I did for the day or something that happened, because I know that there's a lot of things that transpired during the process of wearing dentures. So if there's anything in any of my videos that y'all feel that I did forget or, did not speak on and you would like for me to speak on it, please, just like Sugar Buggies did, suggest it and I will make a video of it. It's not a problem. So we're going to get into the video. Like I said, today's video is basically talking about how to get used to your dentures, because let's be real, when you first start this process, number one, you are getting all your teeth pulled. So you have no teeth, and then they're putting this foreign object in your mouth, which most of the times, I know for me, my temporary stage, if you have a temporary stage where you are in immediate or temporary dentures, number one, they're going to feel more bulky than your permanent dentures, because I know where I went, which was Affordable Dentures in my area where I live at. They actually did the mold before they pulled my natural teeth. So, of course, my mouth felt really big, and then you're going to be swollen and everything. You may be swollen in the mouth, face, different areas. You may have bruising, different things happen to different people. I was swollen in the face. However, I did not have a lot of pain, but it was very difficult because they were bulky in my mouth. They felt bulky for a long time until I started getting adjustments and everything done. So when they feel bulky, it felt like your mouth was too full. I had difficulties eating. I had difficulties swallowing. I had difficulties speaking. When you do first get your dentures, you salivate a lot. It's a lot. And sometimes I still do it now. So, you may notice that I may swallow right before I go to speak. And that's because in the beginning of the process, in the middle, at the end, permanent stage, temporary stage, it doesn't matter. For some reason, there's extra saliva when you have your dentures in. So that can, cause difficulties too, because your mouth is filling up with all this saliva and you go to talk and you have a mouthful of slop. So just, I always make sure, if you notice, you guys, I may swallow right before I go to say something to you, because that helps me clear my mouth so I can speak clearly. So of course, getting used to your dentures, number one, like I always say, wear them. You're not going to get used to them being in your mouth, period, if you're not wearing them every day. I know it may be difficult sometimes. I know it may hurt sometimes. I know it may be irritating sometimes. I know that your dentures may feel loose to you sometimes, but either way you see it, you're not going to get used to the denture unless you are wearing it. You have to wear it every day. Don't sleep in it, but you need to wear it every day. When you get up, do your little daily routine of whatever you do, but make sure that you put them in your mouth, because you are not going to get used to them, period, being in your mouth, period, unless you wear them. You have to get used to them being in your mouth before you can even try to start to speak or eat or anything like that. You have to get used to them in your mouth. I had a really bad gag reflux, and some people say it's a mental thing. I'm just going to agree to disagree, because to me, it wasn't a mental thing. I literally felt them in the back of my throat. So for some people, it may be a mental thing. For me, I physically felt them in the back of my throat. Everybody knows that my upper is horseshoe. For me, my preference, it helps me more. So I will wear adhesive every day if I have to, but mine's is horseshoe because it's more comfortable for me. You don't have to get yours horseshoe, but I did because it kind of helped me too. So I will say this, to begin with, how to get used to your dentures, you need to change your eating habits, period. You're going to eat soft foods for a while. Take smaller bites, and then be careful with, the food that you eat, because you can't eat everything. And I do have a video, if you guys want to go back and watch that. I do have a video on what you can and can't eat with dentures, or what you should or shouldn't eat with dentures. So please check that one out. Set realistic, expectations for yourself. Yes, dentures are, they're built to replicate your natural teeth, but let's be real, they're not made from natural material that natural teeth are made from. It's, enamel. So you do have to be careful with that too, because it may be made out of acrylic, porcelain. You may have a bit of metal. And, I've seen dentures where people have like a plate of metal inside of the roof or the palate of their denture. So, set realistic expectations for yourself, because, again, you have to get used to this thing being in your mouth. And yes, they are built to replicate your natural teeth. However, they're not fully natural teeth. So you have to be sure and be careful about what you're eating with your dentures in. You may not be able to eat certain things that you could with natural teeth because they're your dentures in. Eating something extremely hard could actually possibly break your denture. Now, for me, because I had a gum disease, eating something hard broke my natural teeth. So you get what I'm saying? They replicate natural teeth, but because of the materials that they're made out of, you cannot eat anything that you want on your dentures because your teeth and your dentures are not made out of enamel like your natural teeth are. The biggest thing though that Sugar Buggies wanted me to talk about was learning how to speak better and clearly in your dentures. Number one, what I did personally was I tried to get my tongue used to the shape and position of my dentures, period. Because I did not have a mouth full of teeth to begin with. I didn't have 32 teeth. Hell, I didn't have the 28. I didn't. I'm just going to be real with you guys. I was missing most of my teeth in the back on both sides. So I did not have this mouth full of teeth that I have now, which is part of what I think created, I had problems speaking, period, because they were dentures, but I think I also had problems speaking with them in because I never, it was a long time had passed since I had a full mouth of 32 teeth. So dentures also fill in and fill up your mouth. So you may go from having no teeth back here to having a full set of dentures, and now your mouth feels extremely full. You have teeth that you didn't have before. So now you have to get used to the fullness of all of these teeth being in your mouth, period. So to practice my speaking when I first got my dentures, number one, like I said, I got used to my tongue. Well, let me rephrase that because that didn't even sound right. I allowed my tongue to get used to the shape and position of my denture because I will be honest with you. The teeth that I have now, my permanents, which is what I have in now, are the closest thing. And I mean, when I say they're the closest thing, they're like 90%, close. They're that close to what my natural teeth look like, shape and everything before my gum disease took over. So even though they were almost the natural, the size of my natural teeth, what they were before the gum disease took over, I still did not have and started losing, a tooth after a tooth after a tooth once it started to set in. So get your tongue used to the shape and position of your denture. I used to practice talking to myself in the mirror. Yes, it may sound weird, but I did. I would go in the bathroom or I would stand in front of my mirror that's connected to my dresser every morning, and I would try to say certain words to myself. I would, just say good morning. My name is Tamika. I had an issue with S's and F's, and I'm pretty sure everybody does. I read out loud to myself. Read out loud to yourself, a spouse, your child, grandchild, niece, nephew, whatever have you. Read out loud. Sometimes I even sang, to myself just to help. But be sure that you are practicing words with, certain letters or certain words that begin with certain letters that you're having difficulties with. Like I said, S's and F's. I sounded like I had a lisp when I would say S's and F's. I would often sometimes whistle when I would say words that either end in an S or started with an S. S's and F's are the biggest two letters that I really had a big issue with. And again, like I said, there's a lot of saliva. So make sure that you swallow the saliva before you begin to speak. Speed of your speaking is another thing too, because, some people speak fast and some people speak slow. I was one that, before all of this, I had a fast speech, like speaking voice. I spoke fast, period. A lot of times, people wouldn't understand me and they would ask me to repeat because I spoke so fast. So I would say in the beginning, slow your speech down. Don't try to rush your words out. Slow down if you have to. If you have to take a break, Take a break, think about what you're trying to say, get it together, and slowly get it out. Don't try to just start talking like you used to, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to work. And I don't care how hard you try. There's no way in the world that you're going to speak your normal way today with your natural teeth. Say tomorrow you go in to get, the procedure done, and you come home and you're immediate the next day. I guarantee you, even a week later, you are not going to be able to speak naturally the way you did before you had the dentures placed in your mouth. So slow your speech down, take your time. I also would do this thing where I would, like I said, bite down and swallow your saliva, because it actually helps you get the dentures in position before you go to speak. I even counted. I would use numbers like S's. So like say 60 to 90. That can help with more difficult words as well. You could do facial exercises to get yourself ready. So like I would smile very big and exaggerate it. Like I would do different things just to work those jaw muscles that you probably haven't worked in a while, because you were missing so many teeth and now your mouth is full. You're using muscles that you weren't using before. So some facial exercises can also help you with, learning how to speak better in your dentures. And you can even ask your dentist too, if you are getting ready to get the procedure done, if you've gotten it done, if you, are going through it right now. Call your dentist and ask your dentist, hey, are there any facial exercises that I could do that could help me with the speaking portion of this, with all of this going on? I'm having difficulty speaking. Can you give me some exercises to do? Mine's just had me do open, close. Like, number one, that got you used to feeling it, the jaw muscles that you're using. I deal with a lot of TMJ as well, so it was hard for me to use my jaw muscles in the beginning. Thankfully, and I'm thanking God for this, because over the past 2 weeks, I have not really dealt with any TMJ symptoms. So I don't want them to come back, because for a while, and I mean for a couple of months straight, I got up every day dealing with it. And when you're dealing with TMJ symptoms, it's hard to do the facial exercises because of the jaw muscles that are irritated during a TMJ, episode, I would say. So ask your dentist to give you, or to provide you facial exercises that would allow you to exercise the muscles that you're going to need, not just necessarily in your jaw, but in this area, period. Like I said, you have a prosthetic in your mouth, and that prosthetic is going to fill in gaps and spaces that were empty before that are now full. So to get used to yourself and used to the speech, keep your dentures in. Make sure that your tongue knows the position and shape of your teeth. Slow down when you're trying to talk. Talk to yourself in the mirror. If you don't want to talk to yourself in the mirror, have a conversation with your spouse, sibling, child, doesn't matter. Just talk in general. Have a conversation in general with someone else or with yourself. Read out loud. Sometimes I even sang to myself. But I needed to read out loud to hear the specific words that I was having difficulties with. So, and the number one way to get used to your dentures, period, is to wear them every day. If you wear them every day, your mouth will get used to having them in. And pretty soon, it'll get better. Your speech will get better, because I'm going to tell you, some people say, oh, it only took me a month to get used to it. It may have taken me 30 days to 60 days to get used to the dentures being in my mouth, period. Oh, but it took me a good few months, maybe 3 months, to fully get used to speaking with them in. Now I can pop them in and I speak like a champ because I'm used to it now. But it took me months to get used to the dentures to the point where I spoke and could speak clearly and anybody could understand what I was saying. So, to you sugar buggies, I hope this answered your question. I hope that this explained it. I hope that this helps you in any way. I hope that this is helping anybody that's had issues or is having issues speaking. If not, let me know and I will do another video and go in more depth with you. But to get used to your dentures, those are some of the things that you can do. Also, reach out to your dentist because they can give you techniques as well. Okay, you guys? So, as always, I missed you guys. I did. I missed you guys so much. But I am Tink, your denture lady. And like I always say, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, you can comment below. Or you can shoot me an email at tinkthedenturelady@gmail.com. That's tinkthedenturelady@gmail.com. And I will gladly answer anything. Suggestions of videos, whatever. Just comment below or shoot me an email. Until the next video, you guys, I'm Tink, and I'm out. Peace.